Hello and welcome to Rock Talk. This week it's CD reviews, where we are going to be reviewing all the different rock CDs for you. We might as well get started. This week's first CD is by a band called Scribe. Scribe are a band. They are from Wales, which is part of the United Kingdom, and they've not been going very long, but they're very good. This is their album. It is out now. It is called Kill the Power. So let's just talk about Kill the Power by Scribe. Well, first of all, the CD has got a fist on the front, as you can see, so it's quite aggressive. Obviously rock music, and their name is written in a rock style. On the back it's got the names of the songs. For example, Kill the Power, which is what the record is called, Ruling Force, Playing with the Devil, World's on Fire, Ninja, that's a good one, The Kids Are Right Now, We Live, Open Eyed, Dollars and Dimes, Saturday, and Proceed with Caution, and More Fire. So all the songs sound like they're rocking, they sound like rock names, and I tell you they are. You know, I mean, I'm not, you know, without sort of spoiling it for you, they are bloody rock songs, and they're bloody good. So if you open up the CD box when you buy it, inside you have a booklet. You know, we always like to have a booklet, and you've got all the words of the songs all written out sort of by hand, so they're not typed out. So you sort of, I always think that when you have the lyrics written out by hand, you get a sense of the personality of the band. You know, because it's their handwriting, usually their handwriting, so you can sort of tell what they're like. And which I always find quite a nice thing. So it's got all the lyrics to all the songs. So if you want to read the lyrics while you're listening along to the rock, you know, there's nothing to stop you doing that. And then at the end, but typed out, which is different. So you got the lyrics, which are all handwritten. Let me just show you actually. Can you see there? Sort of handwritten. I mean, you got sort of other things. Names of songs actually sort of stamped on the page, but then you've got the lyrics handwritten, so you can sort of follow them as written by the band. And then on the end you've got like 2 pages of like the credits saying thank you, you know, everyone, thank you mum, thank you, you know, to our manager, and you know, all the drug people who make all the stuff. And then on the back of the booklet you got a fist again, so there's quite a lot of fists going on, you know. So if you're thinking, well, you know, and also on a CD on the back it says Kill the Power there, and fists and everything. So you know, they really do. I think they're very serious about killing the power, and you know, I listened to the album. It's absolutely brilliant, and you know, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And so on Rock Talk, what we do with CD reviews, often in magazines, they review CDs and they give them like stars, you know, sort of 4 out of 5 stars. So all you ever know about an album, you know, is like how many stars it's got. So if you've got an album and it's like a really good album, it's got like 3 stars or 4 stars, you think, well, what's that? You know, I don't know what that is. But on Rock Talk, what we do is we mark all the CDs out of 100. So you get a much closer idea, you know, a very specific idea of you know, of the mark of the CD. So I think on Rock Talk CD review, I've decided to give Scribe's Kill the Power. It is bloody rock. It bloody rocks, and it's bloody brilliant. Another thing to say about Scribe is that I detected a bit of a sort of a reggae influence, which, well, unusual. I wasn't expecting to hear that. I have to say, you don't hear that very often. But there was definitely a reggae influence in the rock. You could sort of hear it out, you know, you could sort of hear it there. Every now and again you'd hear a bit of reggae. It took me by surprise, but it's not a bad thing. You know, there's room for everyone, isn't there, really? You know, we're not prejudiced here at Rock Talk. No, we're not in the slightest. So, Kill the Power by Scribe, we're going to give out of 100, Rock Talk, the official mark out of 100 for Kill the Power is 96 out of 100. 96. So well done, lads. Keep it up. And I saw them live recently. It was bloody marvellous. Absolutely bloody marvellous. So there we are. Scribe. 90, whatever I said, 96. So next up on CD review is a band I've sort of haven't heard of really before, but I got sent their CD, and they're from Ireland, in Ireland, and the band is called Dirty Diamonds. Now you might have heard this band before, I hadn't, but it's called Let's Get Loud, and on the front, if you can see this, if I'll show you the camera there, there's a lady, and she's sitting on a sort of like a rocket missile sort of thing. She looks like a sort of bit in the military, and she's riding the rocket. If you see on the back, you can sort of see where she's sort of heading down. There's an aeroplane fight. It's all quite exciting. There's a town in flames and all that. So it's Let's Get Loud by Dirty Diamonds. So should we give some a listen? Let's do that. Hey! Ah! Wow! Very marvellous. Wow! Interesting listen again. Let's talk about the CD. When you buy the CD, let's open up the box, and the CD falls out. That's what it's meant to do, and it's very well designed. You've got this. You've got another booklet, and if you open up the booklet, you've got information about the band, who plays what instruments, and you've got the lyrics, printed out lyrics this time, and you've got other photos. You've got photos of the members of the band. This one there, and some other photos of the band. There's another one there with lyrics and more pictures. And in the middle, you've got a picture of all of them. That's Dirty Diamonds. That is actually the band from Ireland. They look quite good, don't they? And then you've got all the rest of the lyrics, and at the end, as usual, you've got like thank yous, everyone thanks everyone else, and you know, and all that sort of stuff. So an excellent booklet with all the songs, and let's just discuss the songs themselves. You've got, I'll just go through the list of songs. Actually, while I'm going through the list of songs, actually, if you look at the CD as well, if you look at the CD, you've got the same woman with the guitar. So the woman on the missile at the front is on the CD as well. Look, there she is. So going through the tracks, Let's Get Loud, Going Down, Against the Grain, Last Chance for Love, Crash and Burn, Want You to Want Me, Waking Up the Neighbourhood, Sex with No Strings, Hell or High Water, Leaving Town, Paradise and Tropicana, and A Wandering Heart. Now that's all the songs on the Dirty Diamonds album. It's called Let's Get Loud. It's bloody marvellous. It sounds like well, I've got a press release for this one, you know, and I thought I'd read some from you, because it says the frontman Jonathan Ryan has this to say about the album, which I think is very interesting actually, and it sort of sums up what I feel about it, and maybe what you might feel about it as well. If you ever listen to what I've got to say, or what Jonathan Ryan has to say, you can sort of make your own minds up. Right, frontman Jonathan Ryan from Dirty Diamonds has this to say: "We consider ourselves a rock band of metal players. We've all played in metal bands over the years, and we feel this gives our blend of rock a harder edge. We love Pantera and Megadeth, but we also love Def Leppard and Kiss. We feel we've done something that satisfies all of our musical tastes with the debut record." And I think they have. I think it's very interesting when you listen to Let's Get Loud, because you can hear all sorts of influences. You can hear the influences that he says, or you can hear sort of hard rock influences, and you can hear other influences. But all I can say is that I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it's bloody marvellous, and I think you should all go and buy it straight away. So Rock Talk is going to give Dirty Diamonds Let's Get Loud, we're going to give it 96 out of 100 for Let's Get Loud by Dirty Diamonds. 96. Bloody well done. Now, next today we've got a band called Slam Cartel. Let's have a listen. Wow. Well, very good indeed. Slam Cartel. What I would say about Slam Cartel is that I can't really talk about the CD very much, because the CD that I got through the post is one of these ones. It's like a sort of a, you know, it's not a finished. It's like I don't know what they're called really, but it's like a. It's not. It hasn't got box or anything like that. So to be honest, it's very difficult to talk about it properly. Because we've got, I could tell you the song titles. It's called Handful of Dreams, and the band is called Slam Cartel. And the track listing, it's got 13 songs. It's actually quite small writing, but they're bloody marvellous. And I would say, the only thing I would say really, the advice that I would give to Slam Cartel, they don't have to take it, because it's whatever they want, because you know they're bloody brilliant. So what I would say to Slam Cartel is, you know, this isn't really what Rock City should look like. I mean, if we want to look at, you know, Rock City, I mean, for example, Supertramp, Breakfast America, that's, you know, you send that through the post, and it's, you know, it's bloody great. Look at that. You can sort of really get your mouth around that one, and that as well. You see, you can really, obviously, you know, we can talk about that, or we can talk about that as well. I mean, that's what, you know, that's what these things should look like. So if you send, you know, we can talk about this till the bloody cows come home. But if you send a CD, which is just that, you know, I'm not quite sure what to say about it really. But you know, it's bloody good. I mean, I totally recommend it. And in fact, you know, I'll say that, but it's all about the music really, isn't it? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the sleeves look like, or I have no idea what the sleeve looks like on this, because I haven't been sent it. But the music, I would say on Handful of Dreams, Savage Scribe will give this one 95 out of 100. I think that's fair. 95 out of 100. And I would say to Slam Cartel, if you want to up the mark a bit, you could send me the CD with the cover, and I will maybe, you know, reconsider. We have a look at it, see if it's got the lyrics and you know, all that sort of stuff. Then we can have another look at it. But in the meantime, 95 out of 100 for Slam Cartel. Bloody well done, boys. Absolutely loved it. Now, last thing before we go, I don't know if you've seen these things recently, but they've started doing a series on all sorts of different bands called Original Album Series. Now, Original Album Series is done by the record labels, and instead of doing like a box set, or well, it sort of is a box set really, but like a budget price box set, and they do all original albums all in a box, so you don't have to buy them all separately. I mean, you probably do have them all separately anyway if you're a rock fan like me. But so, for example, one I picked up recently by Robin Trower. Robin Trower is the man. He's very commonly known as the White Hendrix. If you think Jimi Hendrix, who do you think of next? You think of Robin Trower. And Robin Trower is like one of my favourite guitar players, so I picked this up, and it's quite cheap, $12.99 in my local record shop. And well, let's have a look. Let's have a look inside the box. Well, on the front it says Robin Trower, and then it says Original Album Series, and you have 5 albums for the price of maybe just 1 or 2. You have Twice Removed from Yesterday, Bridge of Sighs, For Earth Below, Live, and Long Misty Days. And if we open them, pick them up. You have all the albums. You have all the albums in like a sort of cardboard fold sleeve sort of thing. Can you see like this? And they're all and so for example, what's my favourite one? Twice removed from yesterday. So which I love. I've always loved this. So you got it like that in the box. Can you see that? That's the front, and then on the back you get all like the original. So it's like the original from when it first come out. That's what it was look like, but obviously bigger. And on the CD itself, you've got the names of the songs and what it is and all that sort of stuff as well. But you've got them all in a box, 5 albums. You can play listen to them for hours. And you get all sorts of ones. You get there's a Heart one. There's one for Scorpions. There's absolutely loads. Foreigner, there's one Foreigner. It's bloody brilliant. And they're called Original Album Series. And alright, it's not a new album. Alright, it's not a new band. Don't shoot me. Shoot the record companies because they put them out. But it's new. It's a new idea. Rather than going out and buying all these Robin Trower albums, which I have actually, which is quite annoying. You can get them all in this little thing and stick it on your shelf, and there it is, all in a box for an affordable price. So I highly recommend you go and get as many of these as you can get your bloody hands on. So for Robin Trower Original Album Series, Rock Talk is going to give this 100 out of 100 because it's just bloody absolutely brilliant. If only they did this for like other bands as well, all the bands. White Snake would be a good one to do, or anyone, anyone at all. Rock, just do it. That's my advice. Just do it. 100 out of 100, a perfect score on the first CD review. Now, I think that is it for this week's review. Thank you very much for staying with us. One thing we are going to do on a CD review is we're going to have a letterbox. So if you want to make a comment on what you've seen today or any of the CDs, if you've got any comments about the reviews that we've been doing today, then if you leave a comment underneath on where you do a comment, and then we'll be reading out some of your comments next time, and then we'll have a sort of discussion about rock, and we can just keep talking about it. And if you've got some things to say about it, then I'll read them out next time, and you might win something. So a sort of letterbox, postboxy sort of thing we're doing, and then you write a letter to me and I'll read it out. Well, not a letter, but a comment, or anything you want. It could be light-hearted, it could be very serious. But anyway, that's thank you very much for coming along today on our journey of CD review, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.